This is the trading review for Thursday, the 18th of April, 2024. Today I picked Tesla out of my selection this morning because on the daily we had gap down and we gap down below S4 on the monthly. And it made things simple. We could either reverse strongly and go back up into yesterday's range and then end up closing the gap. So that was a valid theory, but because we set value lower yesterday, we failed to actually set value higher. We actually ended up setting it a little bit lower, and we sold off at the end of the session. And plus the gap today, it seemed to me that sellers were pretty much in control. But again, that possibility of a gap close was still possible, but I was leaning much more towards a sell-off. I was expecting a little bit of a buy to the top side because we had already run in the pre-market to the downside a lot. So those were my two plans for today. But the one issue I ran into early in the session, as soon as we opened, was that I've been practicing a lot on NVIDIA, and NVIDIA is very touch and go. So it's a different animal to Tesla. Tesla, AMD, and Apple, those other stocks are very noble in the sense that their price action is more forgiving. So you have to have a little bit more patience. You have to wait for that candle to close, for those signals to appear. So that's what I was supposed to do on Tesla today, but I jumped the gun a little bit. I thought that we were gonna have an open drive, and I should have waited for the first 2 minutes to happen. But I didn't. So I've made my first entry here for the reaction of the monthly S4 level. Right here, it seemed like we were gonna head down, but we encountered some buyers, so the price shoot up. And when we rejected VWAP, I decided to make my second entry here, and I got stopped out with some spread, so that made it difficult. And that resulted in 2 losses. But I was frustrated because they were not valid trades at all. I messed up my trading in this instance. There was nothing valid about it, so I decided to stick it out and take one more trade because the move I was expecting to happen was still there. So what you notice here is we had a bit of a compression area. We failed to get past 152.10 on 6 minutes in a row. So this is where a lot of sellers were entering. And I didn't wait that much, but I pulled my trigger once I saw that a lot of volume was coming in here, a lot of market orders, and we created VPOC here. So usually after we fail to increase after the first candle, a reversal is imminent. So I pulled the trigger here, and I think this entry was very valid, and I had a nice room. It came close, but not that close for my stop loss. So my stop loss was fine, and I had nice share size on this. I was a bit scared on the second formation of the second hammer, but luckily I stuck it out, and I just watched it run, and I took my first partial at 3-1, and then I won 50, and then I won 49.60 to end my day at goal. I don't like this hammer here, but the stock ended up running a little bit lower, but it's fine. that was an S4 breakdown. Well, that was my plan for the day, and as you can see, it actually returned and went past 152.10, but reacted immediately. So the market structure of this day, I guess technically it's a neutral day. It's a bit, it's not really going down with confidence. It's going back and forth between S6 and S4. So yeah, that's all about for today. I was on pretty early. Did I respect my rules today? No. I think physically I was a 5, 7, and 9. So sleep time, I think I woke up too late. I had an excellent pre-market prep. Expected stop losses and kept confidence despite early losses. And I did not meet my goal today. Only one trade out of those were valid. But resulted in goal list. So let's see, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday. So about 4 hours, which is okay. Hopefully if tomorrow was well. I can end the week on a good note. I didn't respect my rules today. That's the only part that's unfortunate. Those were S4 breakdowns. So we actually open outside S4. So it's a C trade. That's an interesting one. C, no. Yes, scenario. And this one gave me actually a big one. For 4.4. Bearish win. It's gonna come the stats. I think that's the end of the data set. And this is 4.4, right? Yes. I don't like this. And it's the same issue I ran a couple of days ago. I mean, not yesterday, actually. I anticipated as well. But that's it for my trade review. It's a little rough to recover. I know what I have to do, but I think an issue is that I'm practicing on Nvidia a lot because that's what I traded for a long time, and that's not practicing patience on my part because it's very jumpy. So maybe I need to start practicing on those other stocks, on those other days where I trade a different stock because it's kind of affecting how I trade on the mornings. But a good day today. I did my best, so I took the trade that I wanted to catch, so I'm very happy about that.